Hi, this is MacNubnub.
Hello, this is the Cheesy Poof.
And we're here talking about the Keyrunes from Gatecrashers.
Gatecrashers.
So right now we're gonna just try to find out which one's the better one for limited and or constructive play. You want to start out with your list? Which are the top 5?
My list, let's see. I really don't care, but in my opinion, I think easily the Damier Keyrune is it is the unblockable 2/2 crab.
Unblockable 2/2 crab.
That's the best one.
Damier is not a crab.
And it's not the crab. The horror.
There you go.
Unblockable horror.
There you go. Unblockable horror. Unlimited?
In both.
In both. Why?
It's unblockable. You can encode it.
Well, in my list, I actually consider Damier Keyrune as both good in the limited format and constructed format. Tell me your reasoning.
It's unblockable. You decode it or imprint, whatever they want to call it, and you do the shenanigans that Cypher does.
It's Cypher.
Yes.
Probably the biggest thing Damier could have, this unblockable Keyrune. And if they probably don't have it, they're probably
The thing with the Damier Keyrune, though, I feel of course it's gonna see standard play as well, and not just limited.
Especially Planeswalker killer.
So it reminds you of the Creeping Tar Pits back in the day. Easily, I think the second place Keyrune would have been the Ozzies. I call them because I can't pronounce the name. Ozov.
We'll just call it Ozzies.
I call it Ozzies. Don't kill me, guys.
For limited?
For limited, yes.
Okay. For me, I do actually looked at my list. But yeah, Ozzy's probably one of the better, second best Keyrune to get for that color.
Or the Aussies.
The Aussies.
Call it.
Because it's a 1/4. It'll give you that block potentials to survive, so you could exort the living dingleberries.
Well, mana fixing is needed, but that's a great ability. So 1/4, it could block. Because Aussies, I believe, whoever plays that guild, they want to be turtlers. I consider them, they're like hiding in their little fortress, turtling and shooting little pebbles at you. Or like just being snobbish guys. That's pretty much it. And he's a 1/4 beef guy.
With
Blocks,
lifelink.
he could block most of the other Keyrunes, except for the unblockable one, of course. And he won't die, and he'll gain life. It's a nice beefcake. So
okay.
that was a tough choice between Damier and Aussies.
And you feel that's the same with the constructed format?
No, constructed, I doubt it would see constructed play.
So what's the second pick on your constructed format then?
For standard, I don't really see much of these, but if I would have to go, it would be a hard choice between the 3/2 or the Hexproof. But no, I really don't see none of these seeing play.
Okay, what's the third pick on your limited format?
Limited easily the Simic or Simic, whatever you want to call it. The green blue.
I'm the opposite.
Crap.
I feel Gruul is another good one. Especially in limited being a 3/2 trampler, it's so good against those 1/1 chump blockers they have.
You could pretty much consider it a Garruk Primal. I mean, what was that one called in M12?
I don't know what M12.
Garruk's Pet? Something like it was a 3/2 trample 2-drop.
It was something like that.
So you pretty much always swing with it.
You bring out like an ancient history, but yeah.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah, but having a 3/2 in constructed limited with trample is good because it stopped those.
I still like the Hexproof one, given because encoding you could still or Cypher, you could still use a Cypher card in the Simic guild. You don't have to be only Damier to use it, and that's why I feel.
Yeah, the same thing with.
It'll be a Hexproof pretty much.
But to be honest, Gruul creatures cost a lot, and a Keyrune's gonna help.
Well, the Keyrune you need.
All the Keyrunes will, but this one's
you would even run every Keyrune if you have the chance. I feel you need it.
But Simic, I felt was number 4. You felt it was number 3. I understand where you're going at, but
just skip because Boros. We just skipped to the worst Keyrune right now.
No, we can't skip Simic.
All the other ones they're all great and limited. They're all great and limited. Yeah, but just skip to the shit.
Dingleberries. No. We gotta still talk about Simic. Simic is a hexproofer. It doesn't work well In limited, it works well in limited.
It doesn't work well. What are you talking about?
It works well, but it benefits more in my constructed list as a playable card because a lot of people are running these burn spells, these pillars of flames, these burning spears. You could just summon and block something. Block that 2/2 Azalea. Block that 1/1 vampire. I forgot its name. It's not Stalking Vampire, but Stormkirk Noble. There we go. That's a really beneficial card. It's actually, I think it might be more beneficial than Gruul at this point. Wow. Because it could block those creatures and not worried about it getting burned.
If someone
killed.
I'm going to interrupt you. If someone is actually trying to make that invisible stalker, whatever kind of deck, hexproof standard deck, they're going to probably add most likely the Simic. Because there isn't much other hexproof guys or unvalid.
But they do have some hexproof in
so
Simic.
Simic might actually see standard play as well. I don't think it's going to be that strong. But people who really want to stick into that Decipher and whatnot shenanigans decks, they'll probably add Simic in there. Just because it's a hexproof creature.
It's just, I feel it's much more playable. Now I'm going to change my list. Yeah, Sismic's probably the second best Keyrune constructed. Because of so much stuff. Except for unless you're sideboarding the Actai.
It's easily Damier and Simic would be the most viable in constructed play. Limited play, I think all of them must be run. Boros in limited is still pretty shitty compared to the other.
Boros, oh, terrible card. I think it's just because they didn't incorporate it as a human soldier. Because if it was a human, it would reap the benefits from most of these human decks.
But I haven't seen much of the set to see if it benefits of being a human. In limited, we're talking about.
In limited, it sucks.
That's what we're talking about. This is what...
It might take down a 2/2. That's what you probably would look at it. Might take out that 1 attack, 5 attack, 1 defense monster, but it's not going to help you in the long run.
It's good against Cobble Brutes.
Maybe in the long run, if everything's wiped out, I guess. But
no, but you're going to run it, but it's the worst Keyrune, hands down. That's it. There's not much to discuss about Boros Keyrune here.
Maybe limited just for mana. Just imagine it's a fancy mana fixture.
Yeah, it's a fancy mana ramp.
It's not gonna help you out.
That you might use it so you don't take damage from those
or you could
Cypher
attack.
creatures.
You could attack. But they nerfed this one. I feel the research and development team just nerfed this. Dingleberries. That's all the time we have for the Keyrunes then. Please subscribe and like us.
I wouldn't. Our videos are pretty damn lame.
Whatever. Well, thanks for viewing and listening.
Laters.